Once upon a time there lived a rabbit and a fox, and in those times they were best of the friends. They shared jokes, they went to picnics and lived happily with each other. Our story starts from one of those days as they both sat on a wooden beam by the river and started talking. The rabbit's name was Finch and the fox's name was Pip. Suddenly they saw a big and beautiful fish jumping out of the water and diving back in. "Hey Finch, look at that fish! Isn't it lovely?" The rabbit had always liked fish. He was very fond of fishing. He searched his pockets for a hook and a thread. After a while, he found a hook and said, "I have a hook, but no thread. How can I tie this hook and throw it in the river?" The fox looked around. He didn't know what to do. He tried to peel off a branch from a tree, but it snapped in half. He wondered what to do next. Then Pip's eyes fell on the rabbit's tail. In those days, the rabbit's tail was very long and very handsome. Pip was always a bit jealous of the rabbit's tail. When he saw the rabbit's tail, he said, "I have an idea. It's very simple. You just tie this hook to your tail and sit on the bank of the river. Put your tail in the water. The fish will bite the hook and I will help you pull it out. We can catch many fish like this." The rabbit loved his beautiful tail. He said, "My tail? Why? Why don't you tie this hook to your tail?" "My tail is much shorter than yours," said Pip. "Besides, my wife brushed my tail this morning. If I put it in the water, it will get messy and she will be angry." They argued for a long time about who should tie the fork to their tail. The fish swam in front of them in the river. They both felt hungry. Finally, the rabbit agreed and said, "Okay, I will do it, but on one condition. I will get the biggest fish." "Deal," said the fox. Then Pip tied the hook to the finch's tail. The rabbit was a clever animal, but he forgot that there were not only fish, but also turtles in the river. A turtle heard their plan and decided to teach them a lesson. When Pip tied the fork to the rabbit's tail, the rabbit sat on the bank of the river and dipped his tail in the water. At that moment, the turtle grabbed the tail in his mouth. "It's a fish!" shouted the rabbit. "Pull it, Pip!" "I am pulling," said the rabbit. "But it must be a huge fish. I can't pull it out by myself. You have to help me." The fox ran to the edge of the river and saw the turtle holding the tail in his mouth. He laughed and said, "That's not a fish. That's a turtle, Finch." "Oh no, he won't let go until he hears thunder," said the rabbit. Then he asked the fox, "Brother Pip, can you make a sound like thunder?" "Oh no, Finch, I can't do that. You have to do it yourself." The rabbit tried to make a sound like thunder. He said, "Thunder, thunder, 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 thunder." He tried again, but he was sinking in the water up to his neck because of the turtle's weight. The fox came closer and said, "I can barely reach your ears." The rabbit begged the fox to hold him by the ears and save his life. The fox smiled and bit the rabbit's ears with his teeth and started pulling him out of the water. His ears stretched and became longer. "It's working, Finch! You are coming out!" "Pull my ears harder. I'm still in the water." The rabbit pushed his body up and the fox pulled his ears with all his strength. He finally managed to pull the rabbit out of the water. But in the struggle, the rabbit's tail broke off near his back and became much smaller, and his ears are also become weirdly long, just like we see in our times. He angrily looked at Fox and said, "See what happened to me because of you?" But the fox laughed at Rabbit's condition on his funny long ears and his broken tail and went away. The rabbit did not speak to the fox and gave up his friendship with him, because he realized that there are many people in this world who sit, eat and drink with you. But when the opportunity comes, they left you and ditch you. False friends should always be avoided.
Hope to see you again. Bye bye, friends.